Not exactly a new story, but an update was definitely needed. What's up, everybody? So, really cool piece of news that I really appreciated is that the Kennedys are getting the Netflix treatment. And not only are they getting that treatment, Michael Fassbender, one of my favorite actors working right now, is going to be playing the patriarch of the family, Joe Kennedy. It's based off of a book called JFK Coming of Age in the American Century, 1917 to 1956, by Frederick Logval. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Um, but I think this is great. I mean, there have been countless documentaries made about the Kennedys. I only remember maybe one miniseries that talked about the Kennedys that was not very memorable to me. You know, I remember some flashes of it. It was the first time I ever heard of Joe Kennedy Jr., who was the eldest son who served in World War II as well, just like John F. Kennedy did. But he was like the chosen one, you know, according to his father. But he died during a mission um, during that war. And so John F. Kennedy took on that mantle of really being groomed to be the president of the United States. But there's so much that you can go with. I mean, he had nine children, including John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Ted Kennedy, and of course, six others. So there's a lot of different directions they can go in, but I really like that the fact that he's going to be like the focal point, it looks like, for this series. Because it's always interesting, it's like there's a famous quote that I heard many years ago that said, you know, name a great man who's the father of a great man. And while Joe Kennedy never became president, he was at some point the ambassador of the United States for the ambassador of the UK for the United States. Um, but he never reached the heights that some of his children got to. But he was incredibly influential, incredibly strong figure in that family, and was very much, you know, instrumental in kind of guiding the direction of their careers and how they would make an impact. So there's a lot of drama. There's an interesting article in where I read this in the Hollywood Reporter where they said, you know, it's a combination of Shakespeare and The Bold and the Beautiful, which is like one of those really fun, trashy soap operas in the United States. Um, but for me, the main fact is that Michael Fassbender is attached to it. You know, I think he's one of the best actors working right now. You know, I've seen Steve Jobs, where he plays Steve Jobs, probably 20 times at this point. You know, so I can see, and so many other of the movies that he's been in, and he's just impeccable. So to bring his level of skill as an actor, his presence to a character like Joe Kennedy, and it looks like the first season is going to be based in the 1930s of how Joe Kennedy and his wife kind of came to prominence in the United States. So I'm just wondering, you know, you take that rich and great story and put it in the Netflix algorithm as far as the making of the series is concerned, and with as talented an actor as Michael Fassbender is, and I look forward to seeing who else is going to be attached into making this series. So I look forward to it. I'll put the reminder on it on Netflix as soon as it comes up. And yeah, what about you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.